Good morning, students. I am Mr. Parikshit Rana, Sanskrit teacher of Baroda High School ONGC secondary section. First of all, happy Teachers Day to one and all who are watching this video. शिक्षक दिवस शुभकामनाः. Before starting my unit, I want to introduce my two kids. Come here. This is Krishna, studying in standard 8 in our school, and this one is Daksh. Both the child will learn something from this lesson, and they will also help us in doing some activities. Okay, now go there. Take your place. So look here, children. This is the introduction. Before starting a new unit, I want to ask something about or related to this unit. First of all, look here. I am going to explain this slok. रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. So according to this slok, Rishi explained that Raghukul Riti Sada Chali Aayi. That is the tradition of Raghukul, that pran jaye, they will die, but vachan na jaye, they will never break their tradition. So this is the tradition of Raghukul, that they will die, but they will never break their law, or we can say they will never break their tradition of Raghukul or family. Okay? Now who will say that what is the message of this slok? Daksh will say.
We should follow the tradition of our family.
Okay, very good. So this is the message of this slok is we should follow our tradition of family. So today we will discuss one unit of our 9th standard Sanskrit, which is based on this theme of family tradition. So look here on the whiteboard. So this is the unit 2, Kulasya Acharaha. Title of this unit is Kulasya Acharaha, and I have selected only the first paragraph of that unit. Okay? So before explaining something about this unit, I want to explain something about the story of this unit. Okay? So there was one young one of Chatak bird, and he wanted to drink a water of pond. Why he wanted to drink a water of pond? Because at that time a rain water was not available, and that is the tradition of Chatak bird, that Chatak bird drinks only the water of rain. But this young one wanted to drink the water of pond because rain water was not available. So that he requested his mother. What he requested? He requested that I want to drink a water of pond because I am very thirsty. But mother was totally against this. Why? Because it was not their family tradition. Mother convinced the bird, the young one, that you should not drink the water of pond because it is against our family tradition. But the young one didn't listen the mother and went to drink the water of pond. And when he went to drink the water of pond, at that time on the way he listened the conversation of farmer and his son. Son explained in front of his father that, father, I have found on the way one bag of money, and but I didn't take it. The son of farmer explained in front of his father that I found a bag of money but I didn't take it. Why? Because to take the money or anything of others is not a tradition of our family. This thing a son explained in front of his father, and this conversation the Chatak bird listened. The Chatak bird listened the conversation between father and the son, and at that time he realized that the son of farmer follow his tradition, so why I should not follow my tradition? So at last he decided to follow his own tradition also. And what is the tradition of Chatak bird? The tradition of Chatak bird is that Chatak bird drinks only the water of rain. So he went back to his mother and wait until the rain comes. So this is the outline of this story. Now look here on the whiteboard. I will explain this paragraph, but before explaining this paragraph, we should know how to read Sanskrit. So there are two types of reading, Sandhi Yukt and Sandhi Mukt. But we should read with disjoining Sandhi. How to read it? Look here, I am going to read. Ekah Chatak शिशुः आसीत्. एकः चातक शिशुः आसीत्. स एकदा तृषया पीडितः जनन्याः समीपं व्रजति वदति च. अम्ब तृषा मां पीडयति. अहं जलं पातुम् इच्छामि. सम्प्रति मेघजलं न मिलति. If I read with disjoining sandhi, then how I can read it, or how we can read it? Samprati meghasya jalam, not meghjalam, but with disjoining sandhi. Meghasya jalam na milati. Atah tadak jalam patum इच्छामि. जननी वदति बाल वयं तु मेघ जलम एव पिबामः, तडाग जलम न पिबामः. एषः अस्माकं कुलस्य आचारः. विथ डिसजॉइनिंग संधि, कुलस्य आचारः. Okay, so this is the reading. Now how to translate is also an important thing. Okay friends, but we are talking here about bird Chatak. Friends, I think many of you have not seen the bird Chatak. So see this picture, or you can see the live video of the bird Chatak through the link given in the description box, or you can see the bird through YouTube video also. So friends, Chatak is a migratory bird, and the English word of this bird Chatak is Jacobin cuckoo. Now how to translate? Once again, look on the whiteboard. I am going to translate. If we want to translate each and every line of Sanskrit, we should understand each and every meaning of new words or difficult words. So look here. Ekah means one. It once. Chatak Sisuhu, the young one of Chatak. Asitah. Asit. Asit is a past form of Asti. Asti is a present tense, and Asit is a past tense of Asti. So Asit means was. Okay? Ekah means once. Chatak Shishu means young one of Chatak, and Asit means was. So now you have all the meanings of these three words. Now arrange the words, it means translation. So once there was a young one of Chatak. Okay, this is the translation of this line. So like this we can translate each and every line. So means he, ekada, once. Trusaya piditah, suffering from thirst. Jananyaha, mother. Samipam vrajati, vrajati means goes. Goes near, samipam means near, goes near his mother. Vadati cha, cha means and says. We will write said. Why? Because story always we can write in past tense. So and said. So once he suffering from thirst, once he went to goes to his mother and says, या तो said. Amba, mother, trusa mam pidayati. Mam pidayati, I am thirsty, I am very thirsty, I am suffering from thirst. Aham jalam patum ichchami, I want to drink a water. Aham means I, jalam means water, and patum means to drink, and ichchami, wish. I want to drink water. Samprati, nowadays. Now, Megh Jalam na milati. Megh Jalam means water of rain. So now, water of rain is not available. Atah tadag jalam patum ichchami. That's why, so that I want to drink a water of pond. Tadag means pond. Atah means so. I want to drink the water of pond. Janani vadati bala vayam tu megjalam eva pibamaha. Mother. Janani vadati, mother says, bala vayam tu megjalam eva pibamaha. We all drink only the water of rain, megjalam. Tadak jalam na pibama, and not to drink the water of pond. Eshaha asmakam kulasya acharah. This is our family tradition. Okay, so this is the translation of this paragraph. Here one word is Chatak Sishuhu. Chatak is a bird. Okay. So, do you know the Gujarati meaning of this word bird? Gujarati meaning Krishna. Do you know the meaning?
Pakshi.
Okay, very good. Chatak is a bird, and bird in Gujarati means Pakshi. Okay. But the second question, why we call bird a Pakshi in Gujarati? Krishna, do you know?
Because bird can fly.
Okay. Because according to the answer of Krishna, that a bird can fly, so that we can say that it is a Pakshi. But butterfly can also fly, and bird can also fly. So what is the major difference between these two? So this is not a correct answer. Do you know, Daksh, why we call Pakshi a bird or bird a Pakshi in Gujarati? Do you know?
क्योंकि birds के पंख होते हैं.
Okay, according to the answer of Daksh, bird के पंख होते हैं, तो पंख तो बटरफ्लाई के भी होते हैं। देन व्हाट इज द रियल डिफरेंस ऑफ दिस बटरफ्लाई एंड बर्ड? बर्ड के भी पंख होते हैं, बटरफ्लाई के भी पंख होते हैं, बट बटरफ्लाई इज अ इंसेक्ट एंड बर्ड इज अ बर्ड. Okay, so I will explain why it is a pakshi in Gujarati. Okay, because the pakshi bird has feathers. પક્ષી ને પીછા હોય છે એટલા માટે એ પક્ષી કહેવાય છે. બટરફ્लाई को होते हैं feathers होते हैं? नहीं होते, बराबर. So that butterfly is an insect and this bird is a pakshi in Gujarati. Okay, I have taken this reference from this book, friends. Why we call bird a pakshi? I have taken this reference from this book. The title of this book is Bharatiya Asmita. The publication of this book is 1972. And in this book it is written, here you can say that Bharatnu Pakshi Jagat. Here it is written Bharatnu Pakshi Jagat. So I have taken this reference and this definition and this meaning about Pakshi from this book. Why we call a bird Pakshi. Okay. So friends, we should read other books also, some reference books also, to get the knowledge. Okay. Now, second thing, Pakshi in Sanskrit. Do you know the Sanskrit word? Okay, I will explain. Pakshi in Sanskrit means khagaha. Khagaha. Khagaha is means also bird. Why khagaha? Kha means खगोल and ग means गमन करने वाला. जो खगोल में यानी आकाश में गमन कर सकता है उसको भी हम पक्षी या तो बर्ड कह सकते हैं. ये हिंदी वर्ड है. ओके. और संस्कृत में भी ये संस्कृत वर्ड है और हिंदी में उसको पंछी कहा जाता है. दिस इज अ संस्कृत वर्ड. बट अनदर वर्ड इज ऑल्सो इन संस्कृत फॉर बर्ड एंड दैट इज द्विजः. द्विजः. Look here. Dvi means TWO2 and ja. Ja means in Sanskrit jayate. Jayate means who takes birth. Ja means jayate and dvi means two. So who takes birth for 2 times? Bird can take birth for 2 times? How can it possible? Okay, I will explain. So ये बर्ड जब अंडे के अंदर होता है तब वो उसका पहला जन्म कहा जाता है और जब वो अंडा तोड़कर बाहर आता है तब वह उसका दूसरा जन्म है. ये बात भी मैंने शास्त्रों में पढ़ी हुई है. ओके. दिस वर्ड द्विजः इज यूज्ड फॉर ब्राह्मीण ऑल्सो. द्विजः मीन्स ब्राह्मीण ऑल्सो एंड द्विजः मीन्स बर्ड ऑल्सो. व्हाई ब्राह्मीण? बिकॉज हाउ कैन अ ब्राह्मीण टेक्स बर्थ 2 times? So the first is he takes birth from the womb of his mother. Okay. तो उसका जो पहला जन्म है वो जो उसका ओरिजिनल जन्म होता है छोटे बच्चे के रूप में वह उसका पहला जन्म है. एंड द सेकंड बर्थ अकॉर्डिंग टू शास्त्रार्थ दैट रक्षाबंधन के दिन वह जब जनोई धारण करते हैं. अगर आपने पढ़ा होगा तो वो रक्षाबंधन का जो त्योहार होता है उस दिन ब्राह्मीण लोग जनोई धारण करते हैं. दूसरी नई जनोई पहनते हैं. वो सहस्त्रों के हिसाब से उनका दूसरा जन्म है, इसीलिए ब्राह्मण को भी क्या कहा जाता है, द्विजः. सो दिस वर्ड द्विजः इज यूज्ड फॉर बर्ड आल्सो and Brahmin also. Why? Because they take birth for 2 times. Okay. Now look here. Once again on the here in this paragraph, these blue color word Megjalam, Patum, Ichhami, Chatak Shishuhu are the word of grammar. Okay. So we will discuss grammar also. Look here the first word, this word patum, patum. Okay. Patum, patum. This is a word of Krudant. In 9th standard Sanskrit, there are 2 types of Krudant, Sambandhak Bhut Krudant and Hetvarth Krudant. So, this Krudant is a Hetvarth Krudant. Why it is a Hetvarth Krudant? Because tum suffix is there. According to the rule of grammar, if the tum suffix is there, it means it is a Hetvarth Krudant. Hetvarth Krudant means participle. So this is a Hetvarth Krudant. And the second is if twa, tya and ya is there. If twa, tya and ya suffix is there, it means it is a Sambandhak Bhut Krudant. For example, Anubhuya. Anubhuya. Okay. The second word is Gatva. Twa suffix is there, so that it is a Sambandhak Bhut Krudant. Tum suffix is there, it means it is a Hetvarth Krudant. Clear? Okay. Now we will select another word. Chatak Shishuhu. Chatak Shishu. Okay. Chatak Shishuhu. If I disjoin this word Chatak Shishuhu, then it is a Chatakasya plus Shishuhu. Okay. So Shishu means Shishuhu means young one, and a Chatakasya of Chatak. Here Shya suffix is used. Shya. So according to rule, if Shya is used, then it is a compound. Which compound? Sashti Tatpurus. Compound means samas. So Sashti Tatpurus samas. This is a Sashti Tatpurus samas. Why? Because Shya suffix is there. In English, if we translate, then Shya means of. Chatak Shishu, young one of Chatak. Of word आया ना वहाँ पर. So that it is a Sashti Tatpurus. I think other words are also there. Kulachara. Look here. Kulachara means here, if I disjoin Kulashya Acharah. This is also Sashti Tatpurus compound. Why? Because Shya suffix is there. Kulashya Acharah. Tradition of family. Of what है ना इंग्लिश में. And संस्कृत में क्या है? Shya. So that it is a Sashti Tatpurus samas. The other word Megh Jalam is also Sashti Tatpurus samas. Meghashya Jalam. Water of rain. so that it is a Sashti Tatpurus. So according to rule, if by or with word is there, then it is a yani sah word is there, it is a Tritiya Tatpurus. From word is there, वृक्षात यानी आत वर्ड आया ना वहां पर संस्कृत में, आत मीन्स फ्रॉम. सो फ्रॉम और आत वर्ड इज देयर मीन्स इट इज अ पंचमी तत्पुरुष. ओके. Another words are of present tense parasmay pad. In this paragraph, present tense parasmay pad words are also used. So we will learn these present tense parasmay pad forms, this vadati, ichchami, pibamaha, by looking one chart. Okay. Now look on this chart paper. Look here. This is the chart of or table of present tense parasmay pad, vartman kal parasmay pad. So these all are the suffixes. मी वह मह सी थह थ ती तह अंति. So me first person singular, this is the suffix of first person singular, dual and plural, like that. Second person singular, dual, plural, singular, third person singular, dual and plural. Now we will learn how it used. So look here the paragraph. Look this line. Aham jalam patum ichchami. Okay. So aham is a first person singular. Aham means I. So I is a first person singular, so that first person singular suffix is used. Okay. This me is used. Look here. Aham jalam patum ichchami. This me. Okay. So with first person singular, only the first person singular suffix is used. We can't write aham jalam pibati. We never use ti suffix. Why? Because aham is a first person singular. Like that, another sentence. Jananyaha samipam vrajati vadati. Okay? Look here. Jananya is a subject. Jananya is a means mother. Mother means she. So mother is a third person singular. Okay. This mother is a third person singular, so that this ti suffix, ti, this ti suffix is used, because ti is also third person singular, anya पुरुष एकवचन. Okay. So ती suffix is used. यहाँ पर मी यूज नहीं हुआ है कि जनन्यः समीपम व्रजति वदामि, ऐसा यूज नहीं हुआ है. Why? Because जनन्यः mother is a third person singular, so that third person singular suffix is used. Okay? Clear? Look here. संप्रति मेघजलम न मिलति. Okay? This Megjalam is also third person singular it, so that this ti suffix is used. Clear? Now look this. Vayam tu Megjalam eva pibamah. Look here. Vayam is a means we all. Okay? Vayam is first person plural. Vayam means we all. Aham means I, वह means we both, and मह कहाँ पर यूज होता है? we all. उसी तरह he, she, it में थर्ड पर्सन यानी he, they both and they all. Okay? तो यहाँ पर वयम means we all, so that मह suffix is used. Look here. वयम तु मेघ जलम एवं पीबामः. This मह is used. यहाँ पर ती या मी या अंति ऐसा कुछ यूज नहीं हुआ है. क्यों? Because vayam means we all. According to this is the subject. Vayam means we all. So with vayam, this first person maha, first person plural suffix is used. Vayam means we all, plural. So that maha is also plural. Clear? कहने का मतलब है कि अहम के साथ ही मी यूज होता है, अहम के साथ कभी ती या तह या अंति यूज होता नहीं है. It means it is a wrong sentence. If I use aham pibati, then it is a wrong sentence. But if I use aham pibami, then this is a correct sentence. Okay? Clear? Now we will play one game. Okay? आपको कितना, आप आज कितना सीखे, कितना आपको आया, वो कैसे पता चलेगा? By taking a test. Means we will use one game method. So first of all, ducks will come here. Come here. Okay, wait. Ichchami. Now find out from here. Find out me.
First person singular me.
Okay, very good. So this is the form of first person singular. Okay. Another ti. Me la ti. Now find out the ti suffix from this table.
Third person singular T.
Okay. So this is the form. Milati is a third person singular. Thank you. Go. Now Krishna will come. Come here, Krishna. Friends, I will give him these 9 cards. On these 9 cards, different words are written. For example, Mandiram, okay, Salayam, Chhatraha, Sah, Pustakam, Gachanti, Pathami, and Gachati and Aham. Okay? Now, by joining these cards, Krishna will make a sentence. Okay? Now start.
Pustakam Pathami.
Now fix it. Very good. So look here, children. Krishna has make one sentence. Aham pustakam pathami. Now I ask him one question. Why you have used this suffix me, Krishna?
Because aham is first person singular.
Very good. Aham is first person singular. Aham means I. I is first person singular. So that Krishna has selected me suffix. Me is, because me is also first person singular. Now make another sentence.
Saha Mandiram.
Very good. Saha Mandiram Gachati. He has used ti suffix here. Ti. Why you have used ti suffix?
Because Saha is third person singular.
This Saha means he. This Saha is third person singular, so that he has selected the suffix ti. Okay? So Saha Mandiram Gachati. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, student, for listening this video, and I pray to God for your better health. Okay?